Okay, so you've seen the first video. I just have one final example I'd like to go through with you just to kind of show you more about this minimum maximum stuff and kind of show you how this works. So for this one, we are going to have this function, f of x equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 3. And for this one, we want to figure out if it has a maximum or a minimum. Then we want to state the max slash min value. And finally, we are going to state domain and range. Okay. So for this one, actually for all of these, we don't have to graph this at all, which is actually kind of nice. We'll save some paper that way. So if you think back to the previous slide that I had, or the previous video that I had up here, in order to figure out if it's a maximum or a minimum, you need to look at the very first term, the a term. So remember that the a term is the one that's in front of the x squared. So this one says negative x squared. That's the same thing as negative 1x squared. So when that a value is negative, that means it's going to open down and have a maximum. So this one has a maximum. So that's like the highest value it gets, and then it comes back down again. Okay, so that's what that means. All right, so we just determined that. Now we need to state what this maximum value is. Okay, well again, if you think back to the previous page, I said that the min or max, whatever it is, the min or max is going to be the y coordinate of our vertex. Well, I haven't told you how to figure that out yet, have I? Well, guess what? You can figure out the x coordinate of your vertex, and then, just like you do in a table of values, plug it in and figure out what the y is. Okay, so in this case, looks like the a is negative 1, the b is 2, the c, which you don't actually need for this one, is 3. Okay, so if we plug this in for negative b over 2a, we actually have a negative 2 over negative 2 times negative 1. So that's like negative 2 over negative 2, or 1. But that's not it. That's the x coordinate of the vertex. We want the y coordinate. Okay, so we have the x, we have to figure out the y. Okay, so let's take this and plug it in here. Okay, remember f of x is the same as y. So we're going to plug in a 1. Negative 1 squared plus 2 times 1 plus 3. Negatives on the outside, so 1 squared is 1, make it negative. Negative 1 plus 2 plus 3. So negative 1 plus 2 is 1, plus 3 is 4. Okay, so our maximum value is 4. Okay, or you can think of it, that's that y coordinate of our vertex. That's it right there. Okay, last part, domain and a range. Let's do the range first, since I already told you about that one. So the range from the previous page, if you look at your notes, if it's a maximum value, which we have here, the range is going to be y less than or equal to whatever that max is. Well, we just said that that max is 4. So the range is y less than or equal to 4. So that means, like if this was 4 here, it's going to be all the y's that are down here. Now, think about the domain. Okay, what x's does this cover? So at this point, you need to visualize me expanding my arms to show you that a parabola is going to keep getting wider and wider and wider, and it's going to cover all real numbers. So our domain is all real numbers. Okay, that was the last example I wanted to do. Your assignment for today is on pages, and this is on the sideboard as well, behind my desk. Pages 241 to 243, numbers 13 to 31, the odds, number 35, 37, 45, and 67. And that's due tomorrow. We'll go over this tomorrow in class. I will also hand back your tests tomorrow, so we will go over those as well. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.